finished now. So once again, how's the Josh?
Hi sir!
How's the Josh?
Hi sir!
So very wonderful information is given by Trishul, previous presenter. So now I come to one of the most feared part of this whole SSB interview process, that is the interview and the conference. So how many of you feel that these two things are very difficult and these are the major factor in this your whole assessment? Please raise your hand. And you think that this is one of the most feared part in the SSB? Only two or three. Okay. Yeah. So only the freshers know that this is one of the most feared part, right? But let me assure you that these are one of the most easiest things that you can handle. Like to give you an example, that if you see that site exam, will be on the second day of the whole SSB interview. So it will be like a totally pressure based exam, or they will put the pressure on you about the time as well as the whole environment. That is, you are just new to the SSB, also you have woken up at the very early in the morning. So all these things pressurize you on that day. What happens in the GTO? That you are performing all those activities in a group. Like you know that people will be there, like someone will be dominating, someone will be submissive. Where do you lie? So these two things are not in your hand, though they are in your hand, like how you perform, but the whole interview thing is completely in your hand. Like let me tell you that those 1 hour to the 1.5 hours will completely in your hand. Like how do you answer, how prompt you are, how confident you are, and what type of the answers he is expecting from you. Like he is an officer, and let me tell you that one thing, major thing, that your interview will be conducted either by the president of that board or the deputy president of that board, and his rank will be minimum colonel to the brigadier, and it may go to the some case major general also. So you may be knowing that how important these tests are. Though they are very easy, or I cannot say easy, but they are very informally formal. Like the assessors will make you friendly and suck out all of your juices from you, and they will get to know how type of personality you are. Like if you are trying to pretend, after some point the saturation point will come and you will become unconscious. Like what you are saying, you will not even understand that, oh, he asked me that question then. Like it will be completely based on your PIQ. Like I am going to show you the PIQ. Let me just show you. So this is the general format of the PIQ. It will be a 2-page document, and it will be the only document which will be shown to the GTO, interviewing officer, and he'll get to know much about yourself of the candidate from this one only. So here on the left hand side you can see there is selection board, batch number, chase number, question on the road, that is. And in the corner you will see that OIR. OIR is written. You will not be knowing what is your OIR score, but it is written and it will be considered in the conference. Like that, assessors will write what is your OIR score, and it will be a major factor in your conference. So that is the importance of the OIR that is covered in the first session. So don't take the OIR lightly, it is very important. That is the main thing that we come to know from the PIQ. Then comes your name, your father's name, what is your place of maximum residence, your present residence, and the permanent residence. Most of the people who are for the 10 plus 20s, all these three things might be same. But as we are now living in the hostel and the remote area, or the far from home, these three things will define our character. Like if you are in the village, like they basically tell it that villagers or the people who are coming from the village tend to be more hardworking and passionate about the services. Whereas the ratio for that the same for the people who are living in the urban area is slightly less. So this is the one thing that is what the interviewing officer is seeing from you. Like his expectations will be definitely much more higher from the urban area people, that he is getting opportunities to participate in the extracurricular activities. His English will definitely be good compared to the person who is coming from the village background. Also, the sports opportunities that you get when you are in the urban area. Like various competitions are held on the daily basis or the monthly basis when you are in the city, but that the ratio is very less when you are in the village. So this is the main thing that comes here, like the maximum resident, present residence, and the permanent residence. Then comes some text about you, like what is your state and the district, what is your religion, what other, or you are SC, ST or WCE, and what is your mother tongue, date of birth, and if you are married, single or widow. This will not be case all of you will be single. So just make thing that you are not written that I am single and committed all this. Don't try. So next come that if your parents are alive or not. So this comes situation for the basically for the army brats, like if their father is alive or not. And also this thing even though we say that the officers are not that emotionally connected with you, but if your mothers and fathers are not alive, it shows reflect that how was your childhood was. Like what difficulties you must have faced, and to reach the SSB interview is one of the most achievement, and that you are getting screened in and now you are facing the interview. So this shows a very massive achievement for you, that even if your one of the parent was not alive or both of them were not alive, you have that passion and the dedication that you have reached this height. So it is one of the most important factor in the SSB interview as well. So who are all going, one small hint to you that whose mother and father are dead. So they should mention it, and you must tell the assessors or the interviewing officer that what difficulties you face and how did you overcome them. It will create a good image of you, and it will definitely help you in getting the good points from that assessor. That is one reason. So next, so this will come about the OL, that is the self-awareness and the awareness related to your family members. So these are the details from your father, mother, guardian, brother, sister, and all those people. And what is their education, what occupation they are in, and their income per month. So this shows the responsibility factor of you, that how responsible you are and how aware you are about your family members. Because if you are not aware of your the basic, that is your family, and what what will expectation from them, that you will have to handle this 100 people in the force, and you will handle them correctly and you will take care of them. So this is the basic quality that they check, and the basic intellect is that you must be doing these things minimally. Next comes here about the educational record, like what is your previous background, or where you have completed SSC, HSC, and now your engineering. That all thing will come here. So it will be raised from the name, board university, year, the percentage you got, medium of instructions. Then if you are the boarder or the day student. Now people who are from the hostel, they should write the boarder, and who are the localite people, they should write the day student. These smaller things. And the outstanding achievements, like we know that we have been part of the many clubs, some activities are conducted from the college, some extracurricular activities. So these all come under your outstanding achievement. Like someone has, one of you must have scored pointer above 9. It is not an easy thing. So it is also comes under your good achievement and outstanding achievement. Also, someone has won the district level medals or the college level medal, then competition was very huge. This comes under your outstanding achievements, and this shows how flamboyant you are and what types of different activities you went through and how did he shape your personality. After all, the interview, what is he saying, what he is expecting from the candidate, that how is your personality, how is your character, and how you are true to your true identity, like how you are not pretending. Like you can say a lie and you can do a justification to all, but if you make a single mistake and get caught in that lie, there is no value to that, and your immediate impression goes from 100 to the 0. So you have to make sure that if you are lying, lie it with 100% efforts, that you should not be caught there. And if you are saying the truth, tell it with such confidence that he should be convinced that yeah, he is telling the truth and I should move forward. If you are getting caught in the lie, it's a very good point that has arisen here. That one example came that he asked me about my achievement from the previous schools. Like I had attended the debate competition somewhere. It was a thing of 4 to 5 years ago, and I said that I won the silver medal in that competition. So he asked me what was the topic in that competition. Now how will I remember the thing which happened 4 to 5 years? So what did I say? I participated in the college at standout competition, right? And there was this debate conducted, and the topic was co-ed education versus the same gender school. Now I was completely blank at that point, and now I had told him that I am a silver medalist in that competition, so I must be aware about the topic, right? So I had to lie there that I remember that thing, and I said that the thing I borrowed from the standout, that I won this competition here and the topic was this co-ed versus same gender school, and I started giving the points on that topic. And I was saying it with such a confidence that he was convinced with me that yeah, I definitely know that topic and I am a good debater there. So this is the thing which he sees from you, that if you are lying, yeah, I know that he knew that I am lying, but he was taking and trying to grill me that how much confident I am saying that line, how I am giving the justification. So this is the main thing that comes here. And their confidence, their ability to influence not only the group, but here you are convincing the officer who has served in the army for the past 30 years or the 25 years. So this takes your confidence and how you are going to perform when you will be in the actual uniform with the star studded on your shoulder. And that is the one main thing. This comes under your first page, that is the basic information. Here comes all about your extra activities and the all the sports participation you have been part of. So we'll ask you about the years and the month. Like, yeah, you got that one, right? Their height in your meters. Some candidates make that 173. They will write only in centimeter. But they have given particularly that in the meter. So you must convert it into the meter and then only write. And then your weight. So these two things will tell you that if you are overweight, underweight, or you are in the middle range. So this will, what does this reflect? That if you are written here that you are a footballer in the sports column and your weight is 80 kg and your height is only 168. So does it make any justification?
No.
No. It is reflecting showing that you are lying, or you have gone that you don't have your self-control and you just gone to be overweight person, and now there is no value to that because you are not consistent or the discipline. So this variation occur here, that whatever you are writing here should match with the other things which you have written here. Like when also come that NCC. I am saying that the people who are the army background, who have been part of Scout Guide, NCC, all those things, or the military school, they should rightly write there that you are the part of this institution and you have been the part of this NCC and you have this certificate. It will create a very good image from you and it will definitely help in the overall assessment for you. Like the person who has been trained for the last 5 to 6 years, that is from the secondary school, versus an ordinary civilian who don't have that much exposure. So who will be trained much faster in the academy? Obviously the answer is the person who was in the secondary school or the who has done the NCC, that he knows what actually happens in the academy. So this is one more thing, that the trainability of the candidate, that is also seen from this PIQ form. So you may be knowing that how important this PIQ form is, and I am saying you that you may perform anyhow in the other those activities, but if you are making any mistake in this PIQ form, then you are over. All the efforts which you have put in the last 2 or 3 days will go to the ashes. That is the simple thing, that you should put your 100% dedication in the PIQ form, and you should take that by the hook or by crook. You have to take your time. You have to make it a presentable PIQ, not like that you have written in the previous exam, that psych and all those things. The best handwriting which you have ever written in your life, you will get plenty of time, 1 or 2 hours for writing this PIQ. That is more than enough time for writing a PIQ. So you should give your maximum time to this PIQ. Then next comes the participation in the games and the sports. For how much duration? Like from the 6th standard, so till now I am in the 13th. So it is about 7 years. So I am taking the part for the last 7 years that you have to write. Then what you represented in your school, college, any team or any section like that. And what was your achievement, like your gold medalist, you were selected for the next level. All those things will come under this sports section. Then comes hobbies and interest and participation in extracurricular activity. Now there is a lot of fumble in the people that what is the difference between the hobbies and the interest. Let me clarify it here, that hobbies is what you do in your free time, and the interest is that what you want to pursue or what you are interested in. Like if you say that your hobby is playing cricket, so if you are getting bored, so will you collect 11 people and go to the play? So it shows that you are not convinced and you are just making some minute changes. Like your hobby should be that you should be alone at that time. Like if I am saying that I like reading book, yeah, it comes under the hobby. But if you say like I like to read about the novels and the fiction, it comes under your interest. So that is the basic difference about the hobbies and the interest. And this will definitely create a good impression if you are clarified about what is hobby and the interest. That's why they written it like that. Hobbies less interest. So they are checking if you are clear in the PIQ form or not. And I am also saying that there is, even though there is very little space here, you have to write your handwriting small, but you have to fill it completely. Don't leave any blank in the PIQ form. I will also show a reference one, like how the PIQ form should be filled, because from me only. Then comes extracurricular activities. Like we are now participating in the club, we have got some appointments in the club. So we will write it here. Like we also take part in the elocution competition, debate competition, the essay writing, all those things. Also we get some other things like the standout and all those things. Those all things will come in the activity group. But that should not limit you to the just classroom. Okay, it should be some presentable one. You can write anything in the sports, no doubt. Even if you have represented your gallery, that is enough, that is fine. But when you are writing it in the extracurricular activity, it should be of some presentable level. That's it. Then comes other things like position in the NCC and all those things. If you are serving person and that thing, that will not be applicable to you. What will be applicable to you? That is for the repeaters. This main section, like how many times your conference out, screen out, recommended, all those things. Though many attempts, 9 attempts, you will have to write that here. Even if you don't have space, you have to download a page from the JCU, you will provide you and you have to write all the things. This shows how self-aware you are about yourself and how clear you got about the experience from the previous SSBs. And this will create a good image that you are taking responsibility for your failure as well. Because you have failed last time, that is why you are preparing for the SSB, right? That is the one main reason. So this comes under all the PIQ form. Any doubt in the PIQ, please clarify it now. Because the next things which we will cover, we will have some inputs from the PIQ, from human inputs. No doubt? So now comes about the interview. Like what different types at the moment, yeah.
What will you say about the hobbies and interests?
Yeah, so there is some difference between the hobbies and the interest. So like for example, if you take hobby,
I got that point, but how should we write hobbies and interests?
yes, they have put slash, but yeah, you can write here togetherly, like you don't have to segregate that hobby is different and interest different.
We don't have to segregate.
No, no. That when you are giving the interview, it will come into the sequence about the question like what are your hobbies, what are your interests. At that time, you have to answer it verbally to the person, that interviewing officer, that what are your interests and what are your hobbies, and he will definitely then ask you questions based on that. Okay. So now comes about the interview process. So like I said that previously also, that interviewing officer will make you comfortable as much as he can. Like he will say that I am your friend and now give me answers as a friend. Don't fall for that trap, okay? He is an officer who has served for the last 30 years in the army or the navy or the air force. He has that distance that he can bond with you. He has that done the public administration courses, all those things, like handling the defense staff. So he has all the techniques, like how to handle the candidates who is of the age 20 or 22. So he has a good ability to make you friendly and then abstract all the uses from you. So you don't have to fall for the trap and you don't have to get over friendly with the assessor. Okay, that is the main thing to do. Next one comes that I will extrapolate the candidate. Like I said, that he will make you friendly and he will try to get as much as the input from you. And what will this reflect? That yeah, for the first 15 to 20 minutes, you will enjoy the interview. Like yeah, this is the ideal interview and all those things are good happening. After that 25 to 30 minutes time frame, you will like start to sweat then. Literally start to sweat and you will start to shaking like what questions he are answering. He is questioning to me and how should I answer them and all those things. So the mental pressure is much more higher from the other test we hear because you are one-to-one, and if you are lucky enough, it will be one-to-one. But if you are unlucky for that matter like me, there will be one extra member who will be sitting there as a trainee, and the deputy president or the president will be chill, but that other person, that the bloody guy, will try to extrapolate you and get as much as possible, and he will bring out the same point again and again and again and again. He is testing your patience there and your presence of mind, like how you are answering 5 minutes before and how you are answering it now. So it shows your naturalness comes there. Okay. Next point is that time is for given is 45 to 60 minutes, but that is just for the official purposes. It will last from 1 hour to 1.5 hours. That depends. And if you are much more interested or the interest in you, he will take it for the 2 hours also. There are some cases that the interview went for 2 hours. Now you just imagine what things he was asking to you and what different types of things he must have got from us. And day depends on the batch size. Like if you are people of 24 to 26 or the 30, it will be most probably in the first day itself. Like after the psych test in the evening, your interviews will be scheduled. But the batch size is larger. It will be depend on the day 2 or day 3. But it will not go in the last day. On the day 4, all the interviews will be completed. Day 2, the time management will be advised. So that is one thing. So now the most important point, what OLQs the officer is testing from. Like I said, he has the experience from the last 25 to 30 years in the army. So he knows all the qualities required there. And as it is one-to-one, so he will try to get as much as the idea about what qualities you possess, or at least you show them or not. Because what matters is that you are getting selected for the training in the academy, not directly in the army. So first we will have to groom you, they will have to train you in the academy, and after that only you will be fit to serve the army, serving the army. So these OLQs are very much important. Like your effective intelligence, he will give you situation like they are given in the SRT, and he will ask you what will be your reaction here. So at that point we have to be present there, like your presence of mind should be there. Like for example here, 2 days before on the first day, the peon came to give me a key, right? But Trishu's presence of mind was that great that he asked me that check if the key is fitting it or not. Like it is of the other classroom or this key or it belongs to this lock only. So this shows the presence of mind from that candidate. It is seen in the minute details there. So this is the one example of the presence of mind. Next comes the reasoning ability. Yeah, so now you said that I play cricket. Okay, you have said that you play cricket, you won the gold medal and all those things. And he asks you what is the size of that cricket ground. And you don't know. So there is no any clue that that is supporting that you played the cricket. Because he will not ask you for the certificates or the photographs there. Only source for his information is the PIQ form. And it will be based on that thing only. Like you say that some of the people play here volleyball also. So for the volleyball people, if anyone plays here, do you know what is antenna?
Yes.
The height of the antenna. Yeah. So these are the minor details he will ask. So you should be able to reason out what different types of things that are involved there. So that is the comes under the reasoning ability. And if you are telling that I did participated in the elocution competition or the debate competition, and here you are getting from talking the English or the communicating and going to present your point, you are getting stuck there. So it shows the negative impact of you. So you have to be wise, and that's why I said that you should give your 100%. And it should be true to you that what you are saying in the PIQ must reflect in your all the activities you feel in the PIQ form. Next comes the power of expression. Like I said that one or two people will be sitting front and will be giving the interview front to front. So there comes the power of your expression. Like how well you are going to convince that person, the interviewing officer. Like if he is getting convinced or not. For how much long you should speak. Because he will not stop you. That now, okay, stop, next question. This thing will never happen. What will happen that he will give a rapid fire question and he will just say, just speak. That now it's in your hand, like for how much minute you are speaking. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. That is in your hand, and that shows the confidence you carry with you. And that is one of the most important quality which must be reflected from. That is expected from you. That you utilize the whole time properly. You may also see that some interviews get over in the 45 minutes only. And some last to the 1.5 hour to the 1.45 minutes. Like that. So this comes under the power of expression. Then comes your organizing ability. This ability or this quality, you will get clear idea in the coming slides. Right? How well that he will ask you directly 9 or 10 questions directly in one flow. Now you have to organize them, you have to remember those questions and answer them properly in the proper order. So this comes under your organizing ability. And if your grasp is good, you are mentally alert at that point, you will be able to answer those questions properly. So this is one of the most important and underrated word here, organizing ability. Like for the daily example we can take, like you have given time to someone at 5 p.m. and if you are coming at 5:30, it shows the lack of punctuality and it shows the how you are organizing your time. Time management comes under the organizing ability. So these qualities are the things which you can improve from your college level only. So this is one of the most important qualities, that is organizing ability. And it must be as a college student as well. This is very much important. Then comes your self-confidence. Like if you are even lying, lie it with the 100% accuracy. There should be no doubt. कोई doubt रहना नहीं चाहिए कि उसके मन में कि भाई ये झूठ बोल रहा है, झूठ बोल रहा है, खत्म हो गया. If you caught lying, then finish. They will not even continue forward. It will be just forwarded for the next 10 to 15 minutes, and they will just give you, okay, it was nice meeting you. We will meet on the conference day. And on the conference day, what will you do? You are carrying your suitcase out of the SSB center, and you will say that why I conference out, I don't know. So these are very minute things which will not be aware at that point. But when you are giving interview to that interviewing officer, all these things, little things matter, and it's matter the most. It will create a huge impact on your overall conference marks and overall SSB marks. Then comes the liveliness. Like I said, it will be an informal to the formal interview. So there shows that if you are very getting serious, in serious mode, no sir, I did this and this, I could not score this. But if you say like that, so sir, basically my interview was scheduled on this date and my exams were in the same flow. So I could not manage both the things simultaneously. So this shows that you put a smile on your face. You are taking responsibilities and you are giving some output to the interviewing officer. Not like that some government will be sitting like this and just giving a rote interview to that person. It will not feel good because when you are going in the army, you have to handle the 150 to 200 soldiers. And you must have some good sense of humor, at least to make a bonding with them. Why should they listen to you? Only because you are uniform? No. They should listen to you because of your personality and your ability to make a bonding with you, how you can influence their opinions. And and how can you get the work done from there. That is the one thing that comes under liveliness. Then comes the speed of decision. How promptly you are giving answers. If I ask you, you are taking 5 to 10 minutes, that is wrong enough. If you are taking the 1 or 2 seconds and giving answer correctly with the full confidence, that shows your speed of decision and how prompt you are and how confident you are. That comes under the speed of decision. I think all the OLQs are clarified from my side. Any doubt? And also, when the day of this comes, like I said, this is a formal interview. So the formal, it comes that your attire must be formal only. Like I am wearing the jeans, there is sports shoes and one only formal shoes. So this is not formal attire. Formal attire is like there should be shoes, proper shoes, formal shoes. They should be polished. Then comes your socks, they should be fully worn. It will be seen when you sit down and the jeans come or the pant comes up. So it will be seen that if you have just worn it for the downside or if you have worn it properly. Then comes your pant, it should be formal pant. If it is pleated one or not, that depends on you, like what should you be wearing. Then comes the shirt. The shirt should be light colored or the white shirt is most preferable, but even if it's a light color, it is preferable that you should wear the white color shirt. Wristwatches are not allowed. Then tie, you can wear the tie, it is a good impression, you can wear a tie. But that tie should be formal one, not like pinkish or the different color shade. This is not advisable. And then comes a formal belt. So this must be a proper attire of you on that day. And definitely you will be wearing a chest number and you should wear it properly. Like it should not be hanging from one side, coming out from the other, ties untied there. That thing should not happen. It shows your organizing ability there.
There can be such a situation that you are after completing the video, you are directly instructed to attend the personal interview. So there you can attend the interview on that video address only. No such compulsion to change it. They instruct you about the changing facility that you can change or you can directly attend the.
They allow you to just directly go for an interview on that video attire only. So you obviously your clothes will be dirty. There will be sand on them, so that will not create a bad image. Just that how energetic you are even after completing all those physical tasks. So this shows your self-confidence and your energy. That energy should be reflected because you are going to be a soldier in the Indian Army, and the josh and the morale should be always high. So that is seen in the day of GTO. And if you are unlucky, only that the thing will happen that coming in the GTO attire and you are just going directly for the interview. It will definitely save your time. But
they will clearly instruct about that.
Yeah, they will inform you well about half hour or 45 minutes before going for the interview that your interview is scheduled at this time, you should report at this time. So it will not be just promptly in your 5 minutes you have to go for the interview. It will not do that. They give you a proper schedule and according to that you will have to go for the interview. Any doubts here in the OLQs?
During interview, if we are unable to answer one of the questions answer, then what is the best way to say that I am unable to answer without giving it bad
Yeah,
impression?
actually this happens with a lot of people, like we will forget the question. I'll convert that, let me just give it. So you can see here that there are given some sequences. Like these are only main points, but in that comes, so these 5 points will make about 10 questions. So it's not possible for a very average human being that you could remember all those 10 questions, right? So definitely you will forget 1 or 2 questions or maximum 3 questions. But not more than that, maximum 3 is good. Okay, out of 10 you are forgetting 10, that is not good. So what you can do, just say that, sorry sir, I think that I have completed all the questions, but I think that I have missed 1 or 2. So will you please repeat? And you have to just put a smile on your face that you are accepting that yeah, you forgot that. Now you are just a little bit embarrassed, not that embarrassed, but just yeah, you are just taking responsibility that you are I have forgotten. Please repeat that. And some things will definitely come, like from the engineering background. He'll ask you some question from the engineering that you are not able to recall. So what is the best answer to that? Sorry sir, I am not able to recall it at this moment. If I get recalled in next coming time, I will just definitely tell you after that time. And you should have to tell that, okay, if you get if you are not getting recalled, please go forward. There is no any doubt. Because he will not judge you based on that. He says that if you are taking responsibility or not. Because taking the responsibility of a failure is one of the most dynamic quality one can have. And it shows that you have controlled your strengths and the weaknesses, like I previously told you. If you control your strengths and the weaknesses, no one can deter your overall character or the personality. Like definitely you can make a good impression on the that interviewing officer through this. So now come to the next slide, that is the conduct of the interview. So basically the questions. Firstly, he will make you comfortable for 5 or 6 to 7 weeks. But after that, he will start speaking continuously. And what will be those things? Those will be the questions he is giving you, or he is questioning you about what the details you have filled in the PIQ form. So this will be based complete on your PIQ, and he is just checking that if you are able to recall all the questions, and if you are giving the answer, how promptly and how confidently, and what is your way of giving the answers to this question, like your power of expression comes there. So these all things are come under these sequences. Like there will be max three rapid fire questions, right? 3 or the 4, maximum 4. So in those sequences, you will cover all these things based on your first page and the second page. And those 2 questions will be so fastly that you will have to pay 100% attention to that interviewing officer. Like I said, there will come a saturation point. That comes because of these only rapid fire question points. Like those points will get indulged into the question that you will forget about anything else. Like he is sitting in front of you and you are sitting here. Distance between you will come to 1 and 2 feet. This is due to anxiety and the stress, and that is why he is testing you. He is giving you these rapid fire questions. So you can see that there are some key things given here. Like here, about you, your family, number of siblings, how do you spend time, who do you confide in your need, how do you meet your monetary requirements. This is a one sequence. Then comes about your academic performance. These both things will come togetherly for the interview. Or if not, that depends on your time you are taking for the interview, taking for the answer. If he has asked you this much only question, he will definitely take 12 to 15 minutes to answer these things. That is in your hand. But if he has given this plus this, so you should at least take 20 to 22 minutes to answer all those things. Though there will be no response in your hand, but the way of speaking and the different your handling, you will get to know that how many questions I have answered and how much time it must have. These things which we will cover. And also, I have specially mentioned here teachers, favorite teacher and non-favorite teacher. One thing that is the most backbone of this whole interview process is that you don't have to criticize anyone. May it be the interviewing officer or the previous assessors, your friends, your school colleagues, the person you have grudge, or all those things, or the teachers like I said, or the school you are getting admission into. You don't have to criticize anyone. If you criticize anyone, there shows the social adaptability, OLQ. It is compromised there, and your all the things, like I said before, PIQ, and after that this criticizing. Because from the previous many experiences of my friends who are in the academy now, they said that if you criticize, 100% chances are there that they will not consider you for the conference as well. They will not even publish your marks in the final merit list. So this thing comes in the conference that you should not criticize anything. May it be a thing or a person. You don't have to criticize anyone. And this will be not for the interview, but the whole overall SSB procedure. Like you have to maintain a good relationship with your subordinates. Because in the group activities, or if you go in the academy together, you will be together, right? You don't have to have any fights or the grudges from the starting only. So you have to make sure that you don't criticize anyone or the anything. That comes here in the sequence. Next sequence is that about your participation in extracurricular activities, your sports participation, level achievement, level of proficiency, your extracurricular activities earlier, your academic performance that was in the previous slide. So they are checking that how you are able to manage the academics as well as the extracurricular activities as well as the sports, and how you are going to give time to yourself as well. So all these dynamic qualities make a good leader, and a good leader who is fit to be a good military officer in the Indian Armed Forces. So these all things will just check your presence of mind at that point, and how good or how effectively you are giving answers to that interviewing officer. So now, extra questions like we have that, okay, now we have that main complex that they will ask you very out of the box questions. Those out of the there is nothing like out of the box question. Those questions will definitely be based on your PIQ form only, and the things which you have filled there. Like they say that give me any 5 uses of a pen other than writing purposes. So now what you have written, you are a good sports person. You definitely had used pen as your academics. And as an Indian, we have that ability of doing jugards, right?
Yes.
So they are just taking that how good you are in doing the jugards. Because our Indian army is not that perfect one, or the best army or the most sophisticated army. right? We have to do some jugards in the army. So they are checking it from the grassroots level that how good you are and how precise you are, how good you are using the resources available with you in the now only, so that you will be able to apply them in those things. And one more thing, that if you are giving the answers here in the extra questions, which will be based on your PIQs, that interviewing officer will confirm all these questions given by you with the GTO, because the GTO has seen you doing the real life problems there also. So whatever you are saying here, please try to connect with what you have done in the previous class, in the psych or in the GTO, because interviewing officer is the only person in the GTO who has seen you physically. Psychologist will have not seen you physically, he has only seen what is your mentality. So he will just take all those things that, yeah, now he is saying in the sports, he has written a story related to the sports, take. He has written he is a good initiative taker, yeah, he has written some things related to some words related to the initiative. Okay, so he is saying that he has this financial background, yeah, this is done. He has written that SGT and he has given the good points, that his qualities and his weaknesses, right? So these all the things will be confirmed by all of these three assessors on the day of conference. So this is the main thing that you have to put in mind, that whatever you are saying on the day 1 should be until the conference day. Like even if you are asked the same thing on the day 5, your answer should be that only, and with that much promptness and the confidence only. There should not be a variety or the mismatch of one word as well. What you are saying now should be your opinion, firm decision making ability that comes under your OLP. That should be seen there also. So this is one most important point. Then yeah, so there are some extra questions given here. Public talks, question, general awareness, military knowledge, current affairs, geography, engineering knowledge. So just one question. You must be knowing about the post of the CDS, right? So people who are not that much into the given attempts, who is the current CDS of the Indian Armed Forces? Chief of the Defence Staff. Yeah.
General Anil Chauhan.
Okay. Anyone adds some points here? No? Okay. So he has given correctly. His answer is right. He is General Anil Chauhan only. But now what? That the interviewing officer is looking from you. You have written right General. Okay, Anil Chauhan. But is he only the general? He is CDS.
CDS.
Then he has got some medals there, like UISM, PVSM, right? PSM, SM. All those things, if you write, you don't have to write. You just have to tell it to that interviewing officer. Yes, he is UISM, he is PVSM, he is BSM, he has won a state medal. If you say this all the things with the proper rank, general. Only one general is there in the Indian Armed Forces, that you also should remember. If you are giving this type of things in the interview, this shows that how well known you are and how much focused you are on the defense things. And if you respect the rank, because if you can't respect the rank, what will you give output when you are given that rank? Like you are not giving respect to the person who is already in that position. One day you will be also in that position. So if someone else takes your name like that, will you be comfortable then? No. So that is what he is taking that there. That is your presence of mind. This comes under this. Okay, so now engineering knowledge. I have specifically this point here because we are all engineers, right? From a very well-known institution. So his expectation from us will be based on the academics as well. So even if your pointer is low, no any problem there. But if you have some knowledge about your branch, little or more knowledge, that is fine. Like when I went for my interview, I was in the first year and I hadn't even completed my half term. No, I completed one semester. And as you may know that for the first year, there is no any interaction with the department actually. It will start in the second year. Though it was like a condition, he asked me about what is one-stroke engine, two-stroke engine, what is CC, convert CC to watt, and all those technical terms. I was not aware of that then at that time, so I just tell this, sir, I don't recall, I have no knowledge of those things, but I will definitely in the future get to know about all those things. So this shows that how much responsibility you are taking for your failure, and if you are giving promptness, answer to the promptness that yeah, I am confident that, and when I go out from this hall, I will definitely look into that matter. So this comes under your engineering knowledge. Okay, fine with these things. Just remember that you have to be 100% present at that moment in the room, that only. You don't don't have to focus on the other things, because if you get diverted for 1 or 2 seconds only, he will definitely forget all the flow which he has asked the questions. Okay, and you don't have to goof up with them, right? So it will create a negative image. So you have to be extravagant there, that yeah, he has asked me the question in that sequence, and now I have to answer them that in the correct order. And if it is possible, you could also mug up these questions from the start too, so that you will just have some basic idea that yeah, I will ask you about the academic performance, my teachers, my friends, my participation in the activities, and all those things. So next slide. So these are some points to remember. Like I covered those points in the previous slide. Yeah. Like the one more point is that keep looking at the eye. That is, you have to look only at him. When you are giving answer to him, have some direct eye-to-eye contact. Like you should not be looking at here or here or here or the somewhere else. You should be focused in his eyes only. Like whatever you are seeing, though it be lie, look into eye and then only see. If you are not looking into the eye, it shows that you are lying or you have no confidence in your answer. So whenever you are speaking in the daily life also, if you are not looking into eye, we consider it as a lie, right? This is one important thing. Then comes the be attentive and respond smartly. Why smartly? Because it is a very long interview and you have to be extra diligent in what you are answering there, and you have to be smart. Like if you goof up one thing, it will create a negative impact. Then, yeah, like I said, do not contradict your own statement even in the PA exam. Like you are saying that you played cricket and you are not able to tell 5 or 6 players who are players in the cricket. There is no any value. If you are playing volleyball and you are not able to tell the ground dimensions, so this contradicts your what we have written in the PA exam. Any doubt in this slide? Yeah, one point to mention here I have written, keep a smile. Whenever you are sitting, I know there will be a lot of pressure or intense pressure on you, like you will be hungry or other thing, you will be dehydrated. Though it may be the case, you have to show your energy and the smile must be there on your face. You don't have to show your teeth to him, just that yeah sir, I am getting your point and you do this. That a small smile should be there, that yeah, you are happy and you are able to give the answers with the full confidence. So this comes under your liveliness point. Okay. Now comes the last day of the conference, that is conference day. One of the most fear and the one of the very much important day. Or nothing, it's just a normal day. You will wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock, you will take a bath, you will then pack all your stuff in a suitcase. Then they will call you to vacate your room, that is a line, candidate's line, and just gather around the corner point for the next conference round. So it will be take around 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock to actually start the conference. At that time, you will just feel relaxed, you have taken a full breakfast as your last day, either you will get conference out or the recommended. So you will be just chill on that day. I can assure that you will be chill on that day. You just, nothing you have to do. You just have to sit there, chit chat with other friends, take some feedback from people, and just it will be a normal day. But when they will call you in the conference room, at that time, the different types of emotion that reflects upon your face will define all it is you are going to do. Because the waiting period for this conference will depend on the candidate to candidate. If you are a conference out or even recommended, you will conference or will last for 2 or 3 minutes max. But if you are a doubtful case or there are very less chances for you to get recommended or to conference out as well, it will define at the what type of answers you are giving in the conference room actually, sitting in front of all the officers. That will define that thing. For me, my conference lasted for the waiting period for me was 9 minutes. So it was a very long conference for me. And that must be one reason that yeah, I got recommended because of my that answer. But that thing was making me very nervous that why they are taking so much time. And I was completely terrified at that moment, like what I am going to say, that now they have waited me for 10 minutes. So this happens with everyone and it's a very natural thing. Okay, as you can see the layout here, the picture has been blurred out, but no problem. Here is the president, this is the deputy president, and all those people here are no one but the assessor with the full studded uniform. Like their stars will be reflecting and it will shine in your eyes. And it will make you nervous at the immediate moment. Like there will no any doubt there. Some people might even faint down. There were some cases that people faint down there. So this will happen on the day of conference. Okay. You just have to just be relaxed. I am saying be relaxed. I was not relaxed, but you have to be relaxed. That is what ideal people should do. So this the points here are also the same, that you should be formal, you have to shave, you have to take shave, your hair must be right, your uniform must be right. All those things come here. Now, these things you will do. Your attire should be proper. But when you will go into the conference room actually, what you should do, like you will be entering from one of the door and all the people will be sitting here. Like roughly 20 feet long and the 10 or the 15 feet wide room will be there. And they will sitting here like in the horseshoe type. So what you have to do, when you are entering the room, just put the chair here. When you are entering the room, you have to come properly because you will be wearing the formal shoes. So you have to just be proper, like your walk should be proper, like your chest must be little bit higher, like pumped up. And you just walk in the room, come in front of your chair, stand here, don't sit down. You have to wish everyone, like not only the president, you should wish only the president, say good morning sir, and then only he will say, yeah please sit down. Then you have to sit down with like this, okay, like this. Your legs should be there, they should be straight. Your hand should be on your thighs like this, and you should be slightly lean forward like this. So this is the proper condition that you should be sitting for the conference as well, for the GTO, for the psych test, everywhere. And in the same goes in the conference as well. Like you should be comfortable one, but not that stiff also. You should not get sore for next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the ideal condition for the conference. So like I said that if you are a doubtful case, they will ask you or give you some situations there. Like those situations will be different one, or some difficult situation will also be provided to you. But then also you have to keep calm and relaxed, and you have to answer wisely. Like what happened in my case, that a small thing, like I scored 97% in my 10th, but that score in the 12th was 71%. So this question was asked to me by that deputy president in my interview, that progressing training person also asked me the same question. And when I went for my conference, the president who was sitting in the center, he also asked me the same question, like why your percentage got so less in the 12th standard. So this happens with everyone. Like if your percentage is low, it shows the lack of consistency, right? So this reflects the negative quality. But for the 3 of them, my answer was the same. Like answer was the same. Like sir, my boards, India exam, J exam, CET exam, we are conducting the same one. So I could not give equal time to all of them, and due to that, all the confusion happened and I could not score the good marks. And the same answer I give to the president as well, the same confidence, the same confidence. So these things will be tested from you in the actual conference. Okay. And when he will not ask you many things, if you will give some reaction, your situation reaction test, 1 or 2 questions, he will ask you how is your stay, how is the food, any suggestion. Please make sure that you don't give any suggestions there. Okay. That you are not in that authority that you should give suggestion. You say, sir, no sir, the stay was very fantastic one. I enjoyed really. And you just have to say no suggestion. You just say go, get up and go outside. That will be conference. Conference will not last for more than 5 minutes. It will be just will be in that room for just for the 5 minutes. But the conference, what is the main conference at the waiting period for you? Like how much they are discussing before you are entering the room. That is the main thing, and that is the main thing for the nervousness. So this is all about the conference. And yeah, if you are recommended or if you are not conference out, they will line up everyone in the columns and the rows. It will be after the lunch period. Okay, so we will have taken a good food, like in the SSB centers, all 5 days they provide you the paneer or the chicken. So have that conference that if you get screened in, at least you will eat 4 to 5 days the chicken or the paneer. And eat it fully, okay, it will be unlimited one, there will be some sweet. So enjoy that SSB stay as much as you can. After that, he can call up the chase number. If you are recommended, it will call your name or the chase number. If you are out, he will not call your name. So that is the basic procedure for the conference day. So I have completed till this now. If you have any points, please ask for the interview as well as the conference. Yeah. Actually, if it is your first attempt, obviously you will be very much tensed. Like you will feel stress and a lot of negative things will come, so some positive things will come. You start to fantasize that I'll do this after getting recommended. I'll go there. I'll do this. I'll go with that. I'll go to that place. All these things. But also some negative things will also come. Like if I am conference out, then I have to book my railway ticket. I'll have to go to the station. I'll have to do this. I have to arrange this. All those things come. But you have to control those emotions for that 2 minutes. Because if you control those and be calm and if you stay relaxed, it will definitely serve the purpose and you will be relaxed there. Because even if you are nervous or anxious, you don't have to show it to the people who are sitting there. You don't have to show it to the conference there. Okay. So you just have to be calm and relaxed. Like that. So if any no further doubts.
My question is regarding your criticizing point. Like if you had a situation comes like you have to present an event that occurred in your life, in which you are not the one to be blamed. So how are you going to present that? Like you are not even criticizing the others, but you are also not the one who should be blamed.
Yeah, so like I said that you should be smart enough to answer this question. So you don't have to tell the event that where you got blamed. That is the main thing that you don't have to tell that event that yeah in that event I got blamed. You can hide that, right? He has not asked, you are adding from your side. So that is what smartness comes, that even if that negativity is not there, you are getting it into your interview process. And if he catches that yeah he has done something negative, he will grill you for the next half hour and he will judge you based on that thing only. You don't have to give clues to okay interviewing officer. You don't have to mislead him. If you know okay there is new aircraft that is Rafale, and if you have no the very minute thing like the diameter of the fuselage, from that small minute detail to what fuel is used there, you can lead him to that you should ask him those questions more and more and more and more. If you have knowledge, yeah, you can lead him to that. But if you have done something negative and the blame should be put on you, though it will create definitely negative image. And if the situation occurs and you just see it with that not that intention or unintentionally, what should you do that? Yeah sir, there was some goof up from our side, but after that we set up a committee to that just analyze the event and what went wrong. And we came to know that some members, like I was a responsible person there, but due to some failure from my side as well as from the people, that we got some blame on me. And you have to give justification why what different things you did to clarify that blame from me also. So you are giving negative points and also you are bringing it to the positive. So this should be an ideal answer. So no more doubts. So I'll just conclude from my. Please welcome your host. That is Vaibhav and subscribe.